Thanks for watching Channel 2 News. This is Channel 2 News, coverage you can count on.
Reno police have identified the woman who was found dead outside of a Stead home yesterday evening. The latest details as Crime Beat tops this special edition of Channel 2 News. Good evening, I'm Ariana Bennett. Thank you for being with us. Now, the incident happened just over 24 hours ago at a home on Rocky Mountain Street. Police have now released the identity of the victim. She's 72-year-old Delfina Medeiros, who police say is the suspect's mother. Police arrested this man, 54-year-old Edward Pundick, yesterday after a standoff. He's been charged with open murder with a deadly weapon. And neighbors we spoke with say they never imagined this happening here, but did notice a change in Pundick in recent weeks.
The past month, he's been really off and not himself. I've, talked to him on a daily basis, and we were friends. He helped me do my front yard, and, we're neighborly, and something that you kind of wouldn't really expect. But I noticed the past week hasn't been doing very well.
I can't believe it. It's like, I know him. He's really a super nice guy, and I just can't believe that this happened. I would have never thought that from him.
Residents in the neighborhood were evacuated after police were led to believe the suspect booby-trapped the house. After working all night to clear the home, residents were allowed back in around 4:30 this morning. If you know anything that can help investigators with this case, you can call Secret Witness at 322-4900 or text your tip to 847-411. Well, Washoe County deputies have a couple in custody accused of child neglect and animal cruelty. Deputies responded to a home in Via, about 200 miles north of Reno, on a welfare check Monday. They say nobody was home when they arrived, but they found hazardous materials containers, garbage, and feces, along with unsecured weapons, prescriptions, and power tools all around the property. They also found 2 horses that were malnourished and without any source of food, as well as 5 dogs kept in containers. Deputies arrested these people, 34-year-old Tiffany Brooks, after she arrived home with 4 of her children, along with her boyfriend, 24-year-old Brandon Quinones. Quinones is the father of one of her 7 children, who range in age from infancy to 17 years old. Brooks is charged with felony child neglect and animal abuse, and Quinones is charged with 1 count of child neglect and violating parole. Well, the Washoe County District Attorney's Office says 33-year-old Brian Sampson was sentenced to life in prison for sexual assault. He pleaded guilty in August of this year. Prosecutors say he sexually assaulted a patient at St. Mary's in August of 2014 when she was recovering from a seizure and couldn't react. He worked as a phlebotomist there at the time and will be eligible for parole in 1 decade.
Now, here's Chief Meteorologist Mike Alger's first look at the Pinpoint 2 forecast.
Well, we have had some very warm temperatures already, and they're only going to get warmer here over the next couple of days. In fact, tomorrow we could very easily tie or maybe even break a record high temperature. The record for tomorrow is 90, and that's exactly what the forecast high is going to be. Now, we have had a little bit of cloudiness across the area. First of all, look at the satellite picture. An awful lot going on out to the west of us. We've actually got an old hurricane here that's kind of degraded, but still has a lot of moisture. It was Hurricane Oho, and that's now moving up. It's going to affect certainly the southern tip of Alaska and the northern coast of British Columbia as that moves through, but it's also throwing some high cloudiness across our area. But that's being bumped up for the most part, at least in terms of anything that can produce precipitation, well to the north of us because of that ridge of high pressure. And as that high gets stronger, well, those temperatures continue to rise. Today they reached the mid-80s. We hit 85 here in Reno. It's over 10 degrees above average, although a few degrees shy of the record. Tomorrow the record is 90, and I think that's just about where we are going to be. If we look at things for the morning, still expect variable amounts of cloudiness. They're fairly thin. 56 is all the cooler we're going to get, so we're going to get a pretty good jump start on those warm temperatures in the afternoon that, like I say, could reach 90 tomorrow and nearly that again on Saturday. We'll have all the details of that coming up here a little bit later in the show.
In School Watch now, the Washoe County School District Council for Career and Technical Education held its annual committee meeting tonight to better shape its programs for high school students. Amanda Ketchledge is live in the newsroom now with more on why teachers and businesses came together tonight. Amanda?
All right, with big industries coming to northern Nevada, high school students need skills to prepare for college or a career. So members of the community brainstormed some new ideas to improve what students are currently learning in specialty programs.
We know Tesla's coming, Panasonic's coming. Huge need for people who are skilled in things like electrical, in things like marketing.
Projections for job growth in Reno and Sparks continues to rise, so career and technical educational programs like business, hospitality, and technical sciences are needed more than ever. School instructors say getting kids to learn vital skills now will give them a successful path in the future, and that's why businesses join the discussion tonight, hoping to help promote those programs for students.
Being put in a room with the educators, with their teachers, and allowing that to be kind of a portal to where the community, the architectural community, can go into classrooms, can talk to the students, can better coach them as to what to do next. That's a super powerful thing.
And the council hopes to have more community members, businesses, and teachers join the programs in the future. Covering School Watch, Amanda Ketchledge, Channel 2 News.
All right, Amanda, thank you. Well, the Washoe County School District says an outbreak of norovirus has expanded to 2 more schools, Pine Middle School and Collin Ranch Elementary. Now, there are now 13 schools that have been put on outbreak status. Along with Pine and Collin, they are Alice Smith Elementary, Bernice Matthews Elementary School, Stead Elementary School, O'Brien Middle School, Bud Beasley Elementary, North Valleys High School, Desert Heights Elementary, Grace Warner Elementary, Nancy Gomes Elementary, Marvin Piccolo School, and Westergaard Elementary School. Now, McQueen High School was on the list, but it was cleared of outbreak status on Monday. Now, the health district says it uses CDC criteria to determine whether to designate a school as experiencing an outbreak. And Money Watch now, October is a huge month for baseball as playoff teams vie for the pennant. It's also a unique time for sportsbooks because fans can bet on all 4 major sports at once. Now, sportsbook managers say this month is the peak of sports betting. Only 8 teams are left in the Major League Baseball playoffs, but experts say more bets come in because the field is more concentrated, bringing more attention to the games. Fans are finding creative ways to place their bets with football, NHL, and preseason NBA games all going on.
If you love Chicago and you want to bet a Bulls game with a Bears game with a Blackhawks game, these guys, they like booking any action they can get.
Now, Dale says Thursday night football also helps bring more people to the sports book. The college football and NFL games are on almost every day of the week, meaning there's always something to bet on. Well, Tesla is teaming up with the University of Nevada, Las Vegas for a series of research projects. UNLV's president and Governor Sandoval joined a Tesla VP yesterday to announce the partnership. It's part of the $1.3 billion in tax incentives that lawmakers approved for the company last year. The collaboration includes a study of water use and recycling at the Gigafactory east of Sparks and research at UNLV to improve recycling metal from lithium-ion batteries. Now, Tesla also agreed to make a $38 million contribution to Nevada K-12 schools. Well, it's going to start costing a little more to use Netflix. The streaming TV and movie service says it is raising the cost of its standard plan from $8.99 a month to $9.99. The standard plan allows customers to watch programming on 2 devices at the same time. The price hike affects new customers in the U.S., Canada, and Latin America. The current subscribers won't see their bill go up, though. That's until next year.
And the lessons that they've learned in life and the things that they've dealt with are things that we can't even imagine.
The nonprofit Awaken is committed to helping women get out of the sex industry, and the founder's work is being recognized by a popular national magazine. How you can vote to help tonight's Someone to Know raise even more awareness. Next.
This is a special edition of Channel 2 News with Ariana Bennett, sports with Garrett Dearborn, and Mike Alger's Pinpoint 2 forecast.
Welcome back. Millions of people are trafficked for sex all around the world. In the United States, Nevada ranks 11th for the number of reported cases. But a Reno woman is working to get us off that list, and her efforts are being recognized on a national stage. Kristen Remington introduces us to this Glamour magazine hometown hero.
This week I met a beautiful woman who says being glamorous is definitely not her top priority, but her purpose in life is nothing short of radiant. Melissa Holland co-founded a nonprofit that's shining light on a dark world, the world of sex trafficking, and her efforts are radiating across the nation. Meet Melissa Holland in tonight's Someone to Know.
Right over here, there's another strip club. And so, there's two cops right there. We got a good location.
And she's not joking. This location may not be considered prime real estate, neighbors with businesses where sex sells. But for Melissa Holland, it's exactly where she believes she needs to be.
All the stuff Nevada's typically known for, legalized prostitution, I think that campaign has expired.
After learning how rampant is sex trafficking, Melissa and Jen Robinson co-founded Awaken, a nonprofit to help girls involved in commercial sexual exploitation.
So that's girls that have been in the strip clubs, escort service, brothels, street, online, legal, illegal, doesn't matter to us.
They transition women out of the life, as they call it, and since 2011 have supported more than 200, and some shockingly young, like this woman whose identity we're protecting.
I started being in life when I was 14. I was sold from one of my foster sisters to a pimp.
She worked the streets, clubs, and eventually at a Las Vegas brothel where she used drugs to cope.
Because when I first started, I had nightmares all the time. I'd sit in the bathroom for hours and cry until the next person came in.
She wanted out, but didn't know how. But when she learned about the Christian organization, everything changed. Here at the now expanding drop-in center, they counseled her, found housing, and helped her finish high school. But along with instilling value, Melissa also hopes to change the sex buying culture.
When we become a place that these guys aren't going to profit off of the selling of girls, then that's a win. That's a bigger win for me.
And her efforts are being applauded. Melissa's a top 5 finalist in Glamour magazine's Women of the Year Hometown Heroes edition. While the recognition surprised her, she's grateful for the opportunity to raise awareness.
The fact that we have an hour from us, a year-long contest of bringing in girls who are virgins, our state needs to be known for more than just that.
Fueled by faith and passion, Melissa's fighting to awaken our community and make that happen. And there's still time to vote for Melissa in Glamour magazine's Hometown Hero contest. You have until mid-October to vote online. If she wins, she could be featured in Glamour's December issue. For a link to vote and for more on Awaken's annual fundraiser banquet, it's happening next month. Log on to KTVN.com. For Someone to Know, I'm Kristen Remington, Channel 2 News.
And it could be a record-setting day here tomorrow and on Saturday. As things continue to heat up, we'll have all the details coming up right after this.
Welcome back. The Fleischmann Planetarium at the University of Nevada is undergoing some big changes for the better. Angela Schilling stopped by the planetarium earlier today and gives us a look.
The Fleischmann Planetarium in Reno has been around since the 1960s.
I talk to people all the time that say, I love that place. I haven't been there since I was in 2nd grade.
Over the years, the planetarium has had some close calls.
We lost our state funding in 2008 along with a lot of other places.
But they are still in business.
People have heard in 1974 and then the year 2000 and then 2008 that we were going to be closed, and we are not closed. We've stayed open, we've bounced back and done well every time.
With the help of private donations, the exhibit hall looks much different now.
We wanted to make it feel more like you're in space when you're inside our exhibit hall.
Right now, they are in phase 3 of remodeling the exhibit hall. The new viewfinders allows you to look at the planets as if you are looking down from space.
It doesn't just stop here. We're going to keep building and growing and working toward upgrading our theater and upgrading our exhibits regularly.
Eventually, they want to expand the theater as well.
We've got a lot of neat new programs going on. We're excited about the future. We aim to have new shows regularly.
And while fall is their slowest season, the planetarium could not be more excited about the various projects they have going on.
Attendance is great. We're rebounding for